you know, being the small community that the developer doesn't care about usually ends up in the community either disbanding or living up enough where they can exist without the developer, right? But there's a small problem about that. There are certain games that actually require the developer to give small amounts of attention to them, right? Even just a little bit, like just as much as like giving 3 days to work on codes after like ignoring it for 4 years. And sadly, Plants vs Zombies Heroes is one of those games, right? Because it required small amounts of change to its season system. How does it work? So usually people get like a month of time to climb, get all the stars they can, reach the Ultimate League, which will give them the most amounts of rewards. And after a month, season resets, ranks get changed, the Ultimate League players get to rank 30, etc, etc, right? What happened to Plants vs Zombies Heroes is the seasons, after getting season 60, stopped changing. And this is basically where the tale of the worst season Plants vs Zombies Heroes has ever seen started, right? Because, so how it usually works, right? The game developers, when updating the game, plan the game, like codes, put the codes within the games. Usually they are not planned to be there for like more than 4 years, because they would usually either get updated or the game would just die out. But happily for us, sadly for the EA, Plants vs Zombies Heroes didn't die out. If you've ever been part of Plants vs Zombies Heroes community, you know of Fry 'em Up, you know of Tryhard, you know of everyone that has kept playing this game for like 4 years straight. And what this resulted in was a community just waiting for that season 60 to end, right? The tales, brother. Season 60 was actually awful. For a long time, what has happened for the players, like us, the players that are like just started the game or like usually aren't as good in the game, ended up all reaching Ultimate Leagues after a time, to the point where even me, who hasn't played the game in 3-4 months straight, has lately reached Ultimate League, which ended up mixing up everything, and the ladder became no longer laddered. The rewards weren't being given out, which is why the progression of people that still don't have every card, which is, by the way, quite hard to get all the cards for a free-to-play player in that game, ended up slowly leaving the game or becoming bored of it because there were no updates. Even the small amount of thing that kept repeating itself was gone. But happily for the entire community, after years of waiting, there is finally, not years, it was 4 months or some shit. You get the point. After a long time of waiting, it is finally here. After 4 hours, we're finally gonna have the season 61.